Hyperlight Breaker. This game has a parry, so it makes it into parry review. So this game is early access, and it has so much jank in it that I'm basically gonna treat this like it's a demo because it has a lot of jank. So this game is open world, and you can run, jump, glide. You even have a hoverboard, and that's how you get around with your hoverboard. But the combat is janky, especially the parry. Now, one good thing I'll say about the parry that I read in the Discord server, but I have not confirmed, is that you can parry fall damage. I still haven't confirmed it, like I haven't found any place that's tall enough for me to take fall damage from. And also, enemies are constantly trying to attack you in this game, so I haven't found a way to like test this out yet. So, the parry, the actual parry per se. When you're fighting dog enemies, the dog enemies do like this bite attack. And the bite attack kinda like goes through your shield, so the hit detection with the dogs especially is really janky and funky. Like, it's really not accurate at all. So know that when you try to parry dogs, you might end up taking damage, even if you time it correctly. For the rest of the enemies, the parry works well enough. Likely there's at least one more enemy type where if you try to parry them, it's not gonna register. Now, when you parry in this game, sometimes you get iframes, so if another enemy's trying to attack you and you parry, sometimes you will get iframes, and sometimes you will take damage. Sometimes you will stay there, completing your parry animation, and some other enemy will attack you while you're still in the middle of your parry animation, and you'll take damage somehow. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you'll take damage, or sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll have iframes. You can only heal yourself with a parry if you've taken damage and your health bar has a little red chunk in it. If your health bar has a little red sliver, when you parry, you will heal yourself. The only other way to heal yourself is to find health stuff on the ground, like plants and stuff, but it's very rare. Know that for your first few runs in this game, when you take damage, you took damage. You have no way to heal yourself. That's how this game works in the beginning. So my recommendation is, if you have not taken any damage yet and you're at full health, don't try to parry anything. Here's another thing. Most reasonably sized enemies will get staggered. Not staggered, but you can interrupt their attacks if you attack them first. So on that metric alone, light weapons are the best weapons because they allow you to stagger regular sized enemies. Now you're seeing me fighting the boss. The boss is just gonna murder you. That's how this game works. You're just innocent player 1 and the boss is just gonna assassinate you. There is no counterattack that I've seen. However, in the hub, in the main world, one of the permanent upgrades you can get for your shield is that you can reflect projectiles. So you can return projectiles back to sender. But there is no counterattack, reprisal, riposte. There is no counterattack. And again, when you parry in this game, you have to put up with the parry animation. You just, after each parry, you just like stand there for like 1 second after you complete each parry, and you're just there like a vulnerable little sitting duck. This game has ranged weapons, so this game can also like function as a third-person shooter, but I haven't gotten any ranged weapons yet. All I have is my sword, so... Again, this game is early access. It's a very good idea that thanks to the parry and the combat, is sort of executed poorly. However, because it's so early access, I really can't shit all over this game. So, on the parry metric, let's give this game a 5 out of 10. Actually, no, let's give this game a 4 out of 10 on the parry metric, because the parry's pretty bad in this game. And on the fun and enjoyment scale, let's give it like a 6 or a 6.5, because it really is like a good idea. It's just that it's so early access that it's still poorly executed. But the game is a fun premise, so let's give it a 6 or a 6.5 out of 10 on the fun and enjoyment scale. So thanks for watching, take care, and enjoy.